I hope we can get it in the amplified version. Luke 19:13, amplified classic version. Amplified classic version. If you have a question as we continue with the discussion, please write your question down. We want to be able to answer as many questions as possible. That's why we want them written down. Tuko pamoja? Tukipeana mic, it will take time. So write your question. If there's one that needs some answering that concerns matters to do with money, kindly make sure. Camera people, hatutaki watu wapoteze kazi. Would you mind switching off for a few minutes? Then
you give them 10 minutes. Each one of about 100 days wages and say to them, buy and sell with this while I go and then return.
Tell your neighbor, buy and sell. Is it in the Bible?
Yes.
Well, usiseme biashara ni watu wajaokoka. Turudie tena, want to go? Calling?
You give them 10 minutes. Each one of about 100 days wages
$20 and say to them,
buy and sell with this while I go and then return.
So wale wanaona kama tumetoka kwa kiroho, si tuko sawa? Tumesettle hiyo. Very good. So these people, I'm going to start with them. That is Kelvin Nyamu, that is Joyce Kiro, this is Kate Karani, this is Immaculate, and this is Amli Ventures. Si tumewajua? So this is a question I'm going to start with them. In no particular order, I'm going to ask Joyce, how long have you been in business?
Let's start with me. This is my 5th year officially in the business.
Even with the COVID issues and all that, 5 years?
5 years.
You have been in business.
Actually, COVID tunaweka times 2.
Times 2.
My best year for me.
Unasikia mlikuwa unasema COVID ni mbaya? Umesema COVID season was? Lakini isiwe ni wale wanatuombea COVID iendelee. Thank you, Joyce. Now, let me ask you again before I move to the next person. What made you decide to venture into business?
Okay, I think my mom keeps telling me I used to sell mandazis at high school. So I think the mind for business started way up earlier in life. But when I was in employment, I was employment. My former colleague will witness. But as time went by, for me, the core business is the lavish juices. I think I've done juices since I got married as a hobby. That was a hobby. So the passion grew with time, and over the years, when I felt it was not comfortable at the employment space, I felt it's time for me to pursue the passion that I've had for years. So that's how Lavish was officially born in 2019. So I had to leave employment for me to pursue my passion.
So it is possible for your passion to give you profits. Tuko pamoja? Wale watu wako kwa employment, I really feel you, I know you. It is a very comfortable place, but sometimes your passion can call you into this other space. Are you ready to hear the call? Passion to profit. Thank you so much, Joyce. To you, Kevin, the only gentleman in the girls' dormitory. For now. You can also tell us how long you've been in the business. You're selling the computers and everything. I think anyone with a CBC child, they can relate that these gadgets are important at this time. How long have you been in this business?
In the IT sector. I've been in the IT sector for 10 years now.
Unamsikia?
I hope I'm not enough.
Yes, now you're
So I've been in the IT sector for 10 years now. But in terms of business, I've only been in that circuit for 2 years now. And to be honest, I can't complain. Business is doing well.
okay.
Yeah.
Sounds our. Thank you, let's appreciate it. Okay, the same question to you. How long?
Business-wise, I've been around 10 years, and Tupperware, which is 2 years now. Yes, and the thing that made me go into business was to have the extra coin. Where I come from, we say, Shirike Mure Kagonere.
Let me translate. That is Greek to say you use a coin to shine on another coin. To shine, not to shine. To shine on another coin. Tafakari hayo.
Yes, so if you want the extra coin, as Chris has said, the comfort that is there in employment, COVID time came, and you're told your services are no longer needed. So what do? So you need to have that extra coin. Ya chama, ya kwenda kununulia mabiskari. So where do you get it? You need to have extra activity to get that extra coin. And that's why I have it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I will skip you, Immaculate, because yours is a little bit unique. And I do the same question to Stephanie.
Failure and hardship and learning and learning. Eventually, for both not sure, but my husband, he was sure of it with his passion. I would say passion can bring profit. So, in 2017, that's when he ventured into business. And there are since, and getting growth.
So failing is part of the process. If you're writing notes, failing is part of the process. Sometimes you've got to fail more than once to get to your place, to learn a lesson, not to quit. Immaculate, yours is unique because these people are giving goods in a service. That's why I skipped you. First and foremost, insurance. We agree. What you say, kuuza insurance ni? Sio mimi nimesema. So, and we want to know how long have you done this? And how, kwa ground, you're feeling inakuangaje kuuza service? Because if you're selling a laptop, I can see it. If you're selling juice, I can see it. If you're selling the Tupperware, I can see them. But man, you're giving me a service. More so, an insurance service.
Alright, thank you for this opportunity. This is my 7th insurance. It has been an interesting journey. Wow, then at the times I wanted to quit. It wasn't easy. That's why I was starting. But I thank God I had people around me who were ready to work with me, to mentor me. Because I remember when I was starting, I could even book appointments. The client has confirmed, but you have no one to take you for the appointment. So what do? You cancel the appointment. You tell the client, I'm sorry, I'm engaged. Can I see you tomorrow? Like what you're trying to do is to get someone to do that for you. So in a car for almost 2 years when I had completely made up my mind whether this is what I wanted to do. But finally, I made it.
So it has taken you how long for you to say you have made it in the service industry?
5 years.
5 years, and yesterday she was awarded the AKA Award 2022. Simply put, business sio rahisi sana vile unafikiria. You know, just wake up and think, nimetokelezea na niko fiti. Sawa sawa. So we want to hear your challenges, and I'll start probably with the Tupperware. What has been your biggest challenge in this industry?
One of the challenges is that Tupperware in Kenya has been in for like 3 years now. It's been in
Hebu ngoja kidogo. Unaelewa Tupperware ni nini? Mtu wa Tupperware, si ulete kitu mbili ya Tupperware, tuelewe Tupperware ni nini? Ndio mimi siko anajua Tupperware, nilikuwa na karibu niziite plastics. Siku mbaya. Karibu niziite plastics. So next time ukikutana naye usiite sasa hii ndio Tupperware.
Yes, so Tupperware are plastic products made from virgin plastics, and they're good quality products. Like this one is a freezer mate, we call it freezer mate, it's for the freezer. And then this one is a Chrysowave. Chrysowave is a product whereby you can put your food leftovers in the fridge and then warm it in the microwave. And then also you can carry it as a lunch in the office and then you warm it in the microwave. Then another thing is this bottle, it's called a freezer bottle. It's an unbreakable bottle. So you can put your water, milk, juice in the freezer, and then it will, once you remove it, it will thaw too, and then you'll be able to take it at your convenient time.
Okay. What have been your challenges in that space?
So bearing in mind, Tupperware has been in Kenya for 3 years now. It's a new product, and US has been 76. In South Africa has been 58 years. So explaining to people what is Tupperware is a challenge because watu wamezoea the normal plastics vile tumesema.
Za hapa ni nini?
So if I tell you like this freezer mate costs 800, and person plastic wewe na cost your pesa. But then again, you are forgetting about the quality and the service it's going to give you. It will give you a forever service. And then again, the price of it here, it is 1130. And it's 1 liter. So in Kenya, like we don't have maybe products whereby there's a lunch, ikibaki urushe kwa fridge, then utoe uweke kwa microwave. So these are new products, and also the price is also a challenge. But then again, if you look beyond the price, you look at the service and the quality you'll be able to get.
Thank you so much. So in short, what you're saying, penetrating the market has been hard for you, but you've not given up.
Yes.
I want to appreciate. Joyce, you sell perishables, and I believe there's a challenge right there. What has been your biggest challenge besides now what I have highlighted, the fact that they have to sell and sell fast?
Okay, fresh juice being, see what wengi saa zingine wanaikubali. I remember when I started, the biggest question was someone would ask me, what makes you think you'll thrive? People have been doing this, what are you going to do different? And I think it takes a heart that you know what God has really called you for. So for me, when I started, it wasn't like I want to compete with so and so to make my juice like theirs. I knew what I wanted. So after beginning, the first, I'll say the biggest challenge was when I got employment, my husband told me to come up with numbers that will convince him
That is going to work.
ile salary ulikuwa unapata, we want to see something close to that. So I really pushed myself to come up with numbers, and marketing was the first challenge I had to cope up with it, because it's a new thing. You have to look for clients, you have to shout about it. I think that's where I started shouting so much, because you have to believe in yourself and what you're doing. So for me, marketing the first year was quite a challenge, but social media was something that I embraced a lot. And it bore great fruit, because I realized every time you post something, even if it's on your status, you'll always get a customer. So with time, marketing wasn't so much an issue, but being that it was a business I started initially alone, I was the producer, marketer, sales, everything was manufacturer, customer service, which was my biggest, as in I would thrive so well in customer service, because that's what I was doing in my former employment. So how to juggle these things with time was very hard, but somehow trusting God and looking for mentors that you can talk about business and the challenges they are going through, you're able to thrive. But one of the challenges that has stood over time through the years was the fruit supply. Getting someone who is able to supply fruits to you at an affordable price whenever you need them. And some fruits are seasonal, so that is one of the major challenges.
Thank you so much. Are you running something? You're running something? Nitakuja na mic hapo. Nikuulize, niambie vitu vingi zenye umesoma. To you.
So our biggest challenge, first of all, was getting the capital to start. Just doing this business, considering we have to outsource most of our products from either local or international, it doesn't matter, but we have to have the capital. So for us, gathering that capital, I believe it's a big challenge for most of us who even wish to venture, but are looking into their pockets and saying, here it is. So that was first our biggest challenge. So what we did was just to start small. We started small because we had, because we wanted to do big and we had small, so we decided to start with whatever we had. So we used to outsource, we used to print previously, we had machines, but we thank God over time we managed to get our own. And another challenge was understanding how to separate your finances. You sell and you think that money is yours, and it's not yours. It belongs to your business. So we used to sell and then keep all the money in the pocket and use it for other purposes, and then we're back to square zero, back to the drawing board, and it becomes a roller coaster of not being able to produce, because now we've used the money that we had. At that time when we started, the social media presence was not so much, so we had to do it physically, talking to people, putting in flyers, doing what, and it was very hard. People trusting that you can provide what makes you outstand from those who are already doing whatever your people is. I was not alone. Getting quality products. I will give an example, like the t-shirts. Getting people who can give you quality t-shirts locally at a good price, very challenging. So we had to move international, which you all know is a very costly affair, having to import and get good suppliers who will not fail you, who will bring, make sure your goods are here on time, which tumesumbuka kidogo, and that is those are like 4 new challenges, but we have slowly managed to overcome.
Thank you so much. Tupigie makofi. Immaculate, the service industry, why haven't you quit? What has kept you moving in that industry?
I was told insurance is money.
Umesikia? In insurance there is?
And yes, I've seen it. I've seen people grow. I've seen people get work. And that is what has motivated me too. I like touching lives. Like when you go and you sell a policy to somebody and finally you pay them maturity, it's so satisfying.
Thank you so much. Kevin, social media. What's the power of social media to your business?
Okay, basically, as you all understand, we move, all of us, I think we move from the traditional way of purchasing things. As I know, a number of us here, I'm sure whenever you want something, where do you check the things? You check online. So basically, in business, including ours, we need to adapt on which we've done. We need to adapt creative ways of getting clients online on these platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and the rest. So I would advise anyone that is going into business, that is where you need to be. That is the space. You need to study it. You need to know where to navigate and how to sell on those platforms. Because if you don't, basically your business is going to become extinct. The next, estimating in the next 1 to 10 years, any business that is not online basically won't be relevant. No one is going to hear from you.
Thank you so much. So if you're in business, you're doing it small or big, you need to start thinking online space. Kama unashona nguo, ushone, upige picha, ututumie kwa WhatsApp. That's what he's simply saying. You don't have to be on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all those. It can be as simple as your WhatsApp status. Please stay relevant because the world is going to that space. That is what he's saying, and he's saying in the next probably 1 to 2 years, to 10 years, we may not have the physical billboards that we have around in the market space. So now this question that I'm going to ask, I'll ask, you give your explanation as you go back to your seat, because questions, are there questions by the way? Where are they? I say please write them, because I need to have another set here handling different dynamics. So please forward it us.
It's a nice question. I believe the uniqueness and
Hapa ni kujichocha na kujiamini.
Yes, that's me. It's fresh and healthy. It's unique. There's no way you'll taste my juice na uniamini na wacha nayo watu wengine, because I have gotten the recipe from above. So it is anointed. Anyway, basically what I believe is it's a product that is not compromised. Most of the people in this industry have compromised their product, what they add and what they do for them to sell. So I believe it's fresh, healthy, nutritious, and it stands out.
Thank you so much. Kelvin, why should people buy this gadget, electronics from you? Because we know they're out there. Kwanza sisi wadada hatujui sana kujua the real and the fake. Why should we come to you?
Okay, basically, the main reason why you should come to us is that we import our goods directly from the USA. We test them, make sure that they're efficient and of good quality. We give you warranty and after sales services. We ensure that when you leave our office with your computer, phone or iPad, that you have the necessary software that you need to go and get the job done. Our work is to make you in your business and make you become efficient in your business.
Thank you so much. Tupperware, why you and not your competitors?
Because the products that we say we have, whatever you see is whatever you get. And whatever we say it does, is what it does. I say that one is unbreakable and that it is. It's true. These are products and they keep your food fresher for longer. So visit us and you'll be amazed with our products.
Thank you so much.
Unique designs. My husband is one who does the design from scratch, so his design is top notch. I would take that as
Umesikia?
he has a very unique touch. Whatever he designs, you can see. Whatever I'm wearing, you can understand. You come and see. Those are uniquely customized designs, and also our products are of the best quality. We outsource them. We ensure that we get the best quality.
Thank you so much. Immaculate, yours is different. Anyone who wants to come into insurance, do they need capital? And if they don't, are you willing to work with someone on that part? Because all these others, we know they need capital to some extent.
In insurance industry, you don't need capital. All that you need is somebody to work with you. And yes, I'm ready to do that. I can mentor you. I can show you how we do it. Though there's a qualification, there's a training that you go through, that where you are told what you're supposed to do and what is expected of you.
Thank you so much. So if we have questions before I get to the next set, please let me have the questions. We ask 1 or 2 questions. People, and the reason why I want to put them on that bench, I want you to answer this question. How do you ensure that what you advertise to us is what exactly you are selling and what we will get? I want you to answer that one in a minute. How do you ensure that what you advertise is exactly what you will get? Unaona ile hii keki vile inakaa? Unajua kwa nini kwa picha vitu vinakaanga different. Unapata nguo imepostiwa aki inakaa. Wewe enda ushonewe. Tunaweza kusema huyo fundi wa kuachana na yeye. So tell me, how do you ensure that if I order for a certain cake, I will get exactly that one?
Thank you for that wonderful question. First and foremost, it boils down to you as an individual. How honest are you with yourself? Do you love yourself so that you're able to love the other person? That way, you will only produce what you can also enjoy and appreciate, knowing that the next person will also appreciate it. In that way, you cannot put something, advertise something that you personally do not appreciate.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for being very brief. Irene, ukiniambia nitashukwa nywele aina fulani, how do you ensure hiyo nywele nitaipata?
First of all, I'm a trained hairdresser. I've been doing that for the last 20 years. And therefore, when I employ, I don't employ anyhow. I have to know you are good in living, I have to know you are good in life, and you stick into that. You don't deviate from what you have been employed for. So that's exactly what we do. So when somebody comes, you do exactly what you're good at. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So you do exactly what the client wants. Esther, how do you handle trust issues with your clients? Nyinyi ndio mko kwa kikaangio. Kwa sababu mnatuambianga wewe kuja, wewe good. Hatusemi sisi nyinyi ni wabaya by the way. Nyinyi ni wazuri sana. Hebu tuwapigie makofi tusiwape kabisa. How do you handle trust issues with your customers? I'm not sure that mic is on.
Okay. I think for me, what I've learned as I do business is even when maybe I've promised my client I'll be ready maybe by the end of the week, and there are changes, I make sure I communicate to them earlier so that to avoid the inconveniences and also to avoid your ukasirikiana na client, because you don't want also to lose that client. Yeah, so I always try to communicate. Yes.
Okay. She tries to communicate. Lakini hata sisi tukienda kushonewa nguo, ukisema utakuja kuchukua tarehe 5, enda tarehe 5, na uende na pesa yote. Usiende alafu kusema my sister, God bless you. I will pay you on Sunday when we meet in church. Alafu unainua mkono unaabudu, Esther amekaukiwa kwa biashara. You'll be responsible for her business going down. Is that right? Now this one, I don't know whether it's a place where we are going to go temporarily off, because the people we are going to ask these questions may not want to be heard by the employers. So this is what I'm going to ask. How do you calculate profit from the business without eating into the business? I know you're looking at me and you can answer that question. You can stand and answer that question. I will not say where you are. I know it's a sensitive thing, but stand, because you're the one who can answer this question very well. After this, we will tell you where she works. At offline. You may go to offline. How do you calculate the profit from your business without eating into the business?
Praise the Lord. My name is Mary Manzi. She said where I work. Now, when you are calculating your profit margin without eating into your capital, there are different things that you need to consider. One would be, what are you selling? What are other people selling? And what is the minimum and the maximum prices of the sale? Let's say, for example, I'm selling a pen. I know nobody's selling a pen here, so I'm not marketing for you. Like, for example, I'm selling a pen. Where am I getting this pen from? Is it in town? Am I getting it from a local distributor? Or am I getting it from the manufacturer himself? Kwa pamoja hapo? Because in all those three instances, the pricing is different. If I get it direct from the manufacturer, I'm not going to buy it the same way from a local distributor, right? If I'm getting it from town, I'm spending money to go to town and buy it, right? Now, if I don't put that into consideration, I'll eat into my profit margin. Do I have any people who are paying? And then what I'm trying to say, you have to look at how much your buying price versus all the expenditures that you have put into bringing that particular good to your shop. Then, how am I selling my product to make sure it will take care of the people in the shop? It is paying the rent, it is paying the overhead expenditures, the electricity, and everything else that is involved in whatever service or goods I'm selling. It cuts across in all the sectors. Then from there, now you can calculate. Do I want to get a higher margin or a lower margin? A higher margin would mean I'm selling my product more than my neighbor. If I sell higher, am I going to get customers, or they will go to the next neighbor to buy it cheap? But it depends. If I bought from the local distributor and I sell kama mwenye amenunua kwa the manufacturer, I may get a small amount. So there are things that we really have to look out for to make sure that I'm not buying a pen at 10 bob, I sell it at 9 bob, but I'm not, ninaona kama nimepata shilingi moja, lakini I'm not considered what else I have spent.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Mwenye ameuliza hiyo swali, umeweza kupata? So you can see her, or you can also see somebody else around here. Just put up your hand. Okay, she has refused to put up her hand. It is okay, but you can see Faith for more details. Now, someone asked, I am so much afraid of starting a business. How can you encourage me? Mnaweza jibu hiyo. Mtu anaogopa kuanzisha biashara. Utamsaidia aje? Umwamshe mahali aanze biashara. Chukua hii.
Bwana asifiwe. Asifiwe tena. Kwa majina ni Ruth. Nimeokoka vile nilisema mbeleni. Kwa hivyo, mwenye na sasa huyo kuanzisha biashara, usifie kuwa na nguvu. Juu hata mimi nikistart na 500. Na saa hii niko juu. Kwa hivyo usiogope. Uwe na hiyo moyo ya kwenda na mbele. Usiangalie mwingine hapa ako na business kubwa. Hata wewe utaanza hapo chini na utakuwa hapo juu. So unaanza chini, unajipata uko juu. Huwezi anza nyumba juu, umalizie chini. Lazima uanze foundation chini, ndio uende juu. Asante.
Irene, in a minute, you can expand on that, answer the same question. Mtu anasikia uoga.
What I can say is that when you are fearful, then you can do nothing. So pray that God may give you confidence. And for somebody that has skill, please, whatever you have, the little that you have, use that particular thing. Kama ni kushuka, me I started with a kichana tu, hapo kwa barabara. So don't fear. If you fear, somebody else is making money. So don't fear. Fear is not your cause. So hivi nakumatia watu.
Thank you so much. This is specifically to Emily. This is saying, ask Emily this question. If you make for me a cake and it does not come out as I expected, what do you do? For example, a birthday cake.
Thank you for those questions. Can I just add something small about fear? About fear, I always tell somebody, it's very important that God did not create each and every one of us without a passion and a talent. Nobody will be afraid to use their passion or talent anywhere, with or without money. That is how it started. That's the passion that God gave you. It's only that some of us do not pay attention to godly matters. You read the word and do all that, and very soon God will reveal to you your power and your abilities. When you start with that, even without money, you will wake up every day and feel like doing it, and God will promote you there and so. Thank you. Now to my question.
Yes.
What do I do if I bake you a cake and it does not come out as it is? I do not shy away from admitting that we are human and sometimes mistakes happen. I admit when something does not happen right, and I feel so bad. Believe you me, I can even replace your cake. But in most cases, 99% of the time, I deliver exactly what you want. And for that, I ask God every morning when I wake up, that today, God, that skill that you put in these hands, you're going to better them. Every challenge that comes on my table, you will make it better. And through that, I have conquered. Thank you so much.
Lakini pia lazima ukuwe na roho ngumu. Hiyo pia hujatuambia. Kwa sababu ukikuja wakoe hii keki, na unajua huyo mtu atakuja na hasira. Si ati atakuja amejisaidia.
Madam President, is true. Sometimes watu wanakuja na hasira, but our policy is the customer is always right. Even when you think you have done the right thing and the customer says it is wrong, humble yourself, apologize and say, I'm very sorry. If you can repeat it, redo it. If there's no time, find a way of apologizing to this client by giving another cake. I am somebody who does not go far by just eating your money and leaving you crying, then I have pocketed your money. No, I'd rather go at a loss, but make you happy.
Thank you. Now there's this one here. We're encouraging people to go online, post your business, lakini unaweka pale unasema ninashona nguo. Watu wanakuuliza hii ni kitu unaweza advertise. How do you handle negative feedback?
First of all, I know myself and I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because it's not just about making clothes, it's also something that God has called me to do, yeah, to make people look beautiful. So even if somebody else comes with a negative comment or attitude, I think for me it doesn't bother me so much, unless also maybe what they are trying to communicate is something that will help me improve, yeah.
Communicating truth. Sorry, I think I missed something, but let's appreciate Esther. Now, please don't forward any other questions because we want to have an opportunity to enter kwa hizi biashara. You buy, you pick, you connect, you build business relationships with them. Allow me to ask this one. This one is probably by someone who is in employment. How do you advise a person with an 8 to 5 p.m. job and who want to start a business? That is number one. Which business would be suitable to such a person? I think that one, follow your heart. We might tell you uende usuke nywele na ujui kushuka. Tunaweza kuambia uende ubake na mkono ikatae, kubara nsuka na mayai. Tunaweza kuambia uende ushone, kushika machine, kukanyaga, kuchagua material. So hiyo watu tuseme follow your heart. But this other one says is monitoring the business. Is monitoring the business based on 50-50 trust possible? As in unafungua kazi, unaachia wafanyakazi 50% of the time wa kurania your business. Unaweza achilia mtu wa kutengeneza biashara na wewe umeenda shughuli zingine. Ufungue biashara, uajiri mtu, umwache hapo, wewe uende. Ukiwa kazi kwa ofisi.
Yes, inawezekana.
Haya, asante. Esi, ufungue biashara, uajiri watu, uache hapo 50% of the time.
Okay, I'm not sure because whatever we are doing, I need to be there. Okay, not all the time, but I need to be there for me to, because it's about creating. Yeah, so for me I need to be there.
Sometimes I ask myself that question too because I would one day want to be like in a Bill Gates, okay? So you're gonna biashara mingi na pesa mingi and they're not in every place every time. So I think it all boils down to how do I take care of our watu wenye nawashia biashara? Are they happy? First of all, are they motivated to run my business in my absence? So it is yes if they're well motivated and taken care of so that they do not think of other negative things to make you come down. And also if you haven't gotten to that place, you have to be there most of the time until you get to that level.
Thank you. Irene, finally.
Most of our businesses we need to give them to our children. It has to be inheritable. So you have to build trust with your employees. If there is no trust, you can't be away. So in my case, it's so different. I have somebody that has been taking care of my business for the last, if I'm not there, I can go to Chaco as far as I want. That is Western. Not Jammu. Because I have built trust with my manager. He has been there for 7 years. And there are nitty-gritties that you as a professional, now I'm a professional, there are nitty-gritties that I'm able to tell whether there's something fishy going on or not. So it depends with the employer. How are you handling your employees? Can you trust them? If you don't trust them, then it will be very hard for you to get them.
Yes, let's appreciate it. Yes. You want to ask yours physically and you are closing. Okay. To add. Okay.
Am I audible now? not exhibit, but I also do business. It's something I want to just...
Is that my one?
No, okay, unajua hatutumia
I'm saying, I do not exhibit, but I also do business. I wanted to add something on what they have said. Business, there are two types of business. There's a business that depends completely on you for it to run. And there are businesses that you have to put systems for them to run. And a lot of encourage many people put systems that will run when you are home. But before you even do that, make sure when you are there, the employees you work with, the people who find you, they are able to go to that business and run and buy, and the ones who are selling sell without you being there. But systems will help all of us. Make sure you monitor your stocks, monitor your sales, monitor your purchases, monitor your what do you call it, your profits, and the services that are done to the customer there and even after. That way you'll be able to go to the level of Thank you. Just because you are stuck
in the business. Usipofungua 8 haifanyiki. Usipofunga 6 haitafanyika. So since we plan to expand, we are simply saying make sure you have the systems right for everything to function and function on well. Having said that, I want us to put our hands. You're saying something? A comment? Okay, we need to eat a birthday cake. In the meantime, we're telling you your birthday as she makes the comment, because we also have tea
on to encourage us that we need to be wiser than the children of this world, because sometimes in the marketplace we meet Christians who say they have a ticket to heaven and they are already insured. So mine is to encourage you that you can secure the future of our children in insurance, and you don't need to fear, because Jubilee is a brand and we are stable and we deliver on our promise.
I didn't see that coming. I have not seen that one coming. I thought you were adding it to what we are summarizing here. However, I choose to forgive.
Hello, wonderful people. This is Emily Mwemba, trending as Windsor Cake House. Today we are at Deliverance Donholm for a business expo. Windsor Cake House was one of the people who are exhibiting today. It's been wonderful exhibiting beautiful cakes. We have sold, we have got a new contact. We are based at Harambe Sample Estate, Donholm. Please, Deliverance Church, you have done something wonderful. Be giving us such opportunities. You guys are welcome. Our telephone number is 0722 632717. Windsor Cake House, we need to tickle your taste buds. Thank you. Wow.